Welcome to another exciting edition of Step Out with Oscar Bimpong. And as usual, I'm in the driving seat, taking you to your destination of success. Yes, we've. I hope the sound is okay, Lawyer David. Yeah. So now Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, that is Step Out Interviews, is back. And we are really working around the clock to be bringing you some people to be interviewed. So we have designed 4 main interview programs for you. And I think if you are here and you really want to be part of this show, you can inbox me and we can have a discussion. We have designed 4 main TV programs. And the first one is Step Out with Oscar Bimpong. And this is where we interview experts, consultants, talented people, and people making a difference in our world today. The idea is to help shape your vision. So next coming Wednesday, I've got somebody that is going to come on the show all the way from the States, a consultant, and he is in the name of, that is, we call him the Royal Honorable Duke Prince. And he's going to be on the show coming Wednesday. And on Saturday too, we've got somebody lined up, and it's going to be rolling like that. From time to time, we'll bring in motivational segments like today. And also, we've got another TV program that is also coming that's called STEPOUT SME Focus. This is where we're going to interview business owners and showcase their products and services. So if you're a business owner here, you want to come on the show to come and talk about your business, you are welcome. Then also, we have got what we call the Step Out Youth Impact Zone. This is where we are going to interview young people, and they are going to share their story. They might not be successful, but their story is more likely to inspire another young person to also understand that, look, I can do better with the few resources that I have. If this person can be able to achieve this, then I can also do it. Then the last one is what we call the Step Out Authors Corner. This is where we are going to interview people that have written books, but they don't have any platform to share what their book is all about. So I think it's going to be an exciting journey. You can look at the taskbar for more information. You can WhatsApp us for us to really have a chat if you want to come on the show, and we can take it from there. So let's go straight to business. Today is Saturday, and I'm not going to waste your time. I have got a powerful discussion that I love so much. And today I was just thinking about what can I share with you guys. And I just bumped onto a discussion I've had in the past, a long time ago. And I'm like, look, let me share this with you guys. So it's what I call the border police of your life. It's an interesting discussion, the border police of your life. And the question is, who is the border police? The border police is the policeman that is preventing a person or an immigrant from one country to another or from one region to another, meaning that the police is a stumbling block in relation to somebody achieving their goal. Because anybody that wants to move from one border to another means that they have set a goal for themselves, something they want to really achieve. That is why they want to really get there. Now, when you look at people traveling on the sea and killing themselves, there's so much happening, moving from Libya and on the desert. They want to get to Europe. They want to get to America. They are not just going there just because they want to go there. They have got a vision, they have got a mission they want to accomplish. And until that vision is accomplished, some people are ready to risk their life. They are ready to battle the border police, they are ready to fight the border police, and they are ready to make sure that they succeed against all odds. Now, I want to ask you who is watching me today, that who is the border police of your life? What is preventing you from succeeding in life? If you are not able to answer this question, then it means that you are living a life of a limitation, meaning that a life where you cannot really grow beyond a certain level. Many people in life cannot grow beyond a certain level. Why? Because their life is limited. They cannot grow. They cannot really rise above a certain potential. And if you are not able to do that, then I think there's no way you can succeed in life. So I want to ask you, who is the border police of your life? Now, the border police of your life is anything that prevents you from succeeding and achieving your goals. And I'm going to repeat that. The border police of your life is anything that prevents you from succeeding and achieving your goals. There is this quote by Icarus, and I really like it so much. It says, all limits are self-imposed. The fact that you are not able to rise to a certain level is not somebody imposing that limit on you, but it is self-imposed. You see, most of the times when we are not able to achieve certain things in life, we blame other people. We find it so easy to blame others, but not to blame ourselves. And the point is also that if you are not able to rise to a certain level, there is no way you can rise. If you are not able to break certain limitation, there is no way you can rise above a certain level. Whatever level that you find yourself in life, the reason is that you have created a limitation for yourself. Somebody might be in the police force and they have stayed at one rank for a long time. Somebody can be in the teaching field and they have stayed at one rank for a long time. Why? Because they are not able to really rise above a certain level. And that is a limitation. Now, until this limitation is broken, there is no way you can succeed in life. So now let's look at who a border police is. That's the border police prevents immigrants from moving from one country to another. They are a stumbling block to those people achieving their goal. Now, this is the trick here. There are people that have got the right documents. So the fact is they've got the right documents to get to the other side of the border. Now, when you have got the right documents, it means that the border police cannot stop you. Now, when we relate this to your vision, when we relate this to your life, getting the right document is getting the right knowledge and understanding, the needed resources for your vision to be accomplished. Because if you know you want to cross a border, you know you need to have a visa. If you want to cross it's not even just the visa, the right visa. If you are going to another country, Lawyer Daku is here and that is his field. If you want to go to another country and you don't have a visa, there is no way you can cross the border. Now, getting the visa is one thing, but getting the right visa is also another thing. The question is, what is the right visa? If you are going for holiday, probably you need a visit visa. But if you are going to work, then you need a working holiday visa. Now, the point is that the fact that you have a visa doesn't mean that you can enter the country. This is very interesting. So now with your vision, the fact that you have got the right resources, the fact that you have got the knowledge and understanding, the fact that you understand what you are doing doesn't mean that you can achieve your goal. I think this sounds very interesting, but this is how a vision works. Now, when you get into the other side of the border, that is where the starting of your vision starts. That is where you start pursuing that vision. The question is, why did you get to the other side of the border? Now, when you start your vision, the question is, why did you start that vision? Many a times, a lot of people lose sight of why they started that vision in the first place. Because you see, if you forget your why, then there is no way you can even achieve your how. Your why should be a magnet. It should be an anchor for you to succeed. So you need to understand that getting to the other side, though, is very important. So you need to understand getting to the other side, though, is very important, but it's very critical to your success. That is, as you get to the other side, what are you going to do? Why are you there? And what do you want to achieve? Now, if you're on this side of the border and you want to get to the other side, it probably means that you are fed up with this side, and that is why you want to get to the other side. It means that probably things are not working on this side, and that is why you want to get to the other side. Now, it means that this side is your comfort zone, and now you want to move to an uncomfortable zone where you can do more exploits. Many people prefer to stay on this side of the border because they are comfortable. Probably whatever they have achieved there is okay. But some people think they can do more, and the environment probably they are in is not supportive. So they want to move on to another place where they can pursue their vision. Are you fed up with your comfort zone? And do you want to get out of your comfort zone? If you are not fed up of your comfort zone, then you need to continue to pursue. But if you are fed up, then you need to move to the other side. Because staying at one place, doing the same thing, the same routine, meeting the same people, and experiencing the same results means that there is no progress. Most of the times, for you to see progress is to move from where you are to a different place where the results can change. The same things that you are doing that is giving you the same results means that you continue to stay in your comfort zone. So some people, when they are fed up, they move to the next place. That is the next step. And that is getting to the other side of the border. Now, as I said, there are some people, they've got the right documents, so they easily get to the other side of the border, meaning that in pursuit of your vision, they have got the right resources, they have got the right knowledge and understanding, and they are able to really kickstart their vision and pursue it. Now, there are some people that they don't have the right resources, so they cannot get to the other side. But they are so determined. But the border police is a stumbling block for them to get there. So they find every way to get to the other side. Now I'm going to give you this example, but this might not be the best example because it is not a good example. But that is how I want your mindset to be. That if you don't have the right resources to get to the other side, your duty is to find solutions to that. So let's look at a typical example of the Mexican. Let's look at a typical example of the Mexican. Now, the Mexican, between the Mexico border and the US border, there is huge security of a border police preventing the Mexicans getting to the other side of the border. Now, most of these Mexicans don't have the right documentation to get to the other side. Now, because they don't have the right documentation, Some can even go to the extent of digging a hole underground that you cannot even see. A long, they will dig a long hole and they can go through the hole and get to the other side of the border. Now, the question I want to ask you is, what hole are you digging for yourself in terms of pursuing your vision? You see, the Mexicans believe that they can break or they can overcome that border police. Though they don't have the right documentation, but they will find a way to get to the other side. And for some of them, their way of getting to the other side is to dig a hole underground so that they can pass through the hole and get to the other side and get to the US. Now, do you have the same passion like the Mexican? Do you have the same drive? Do you have the same mindset that they say it's not possible? They say it cannot be done. But you say, look, I will use the resources that I have and get to the other side. Are we able to do that? We don't have many of us, we don't have that passion and drive. Because many of us, when we get to the border police of our life and somebody tells us no, we give up. For some of us, we get to the border police of our lives and somebody tells us that it cannot be done and we return back home. For some of us, we get to the border police of our lives and somebody says, you are not good enough, and you turn back and give up. For some of you, somebody tells you that what you are doing is not possible. You turn back and you go back. Who is the border police preventing you from succeeding in pursuit of your vision? Who is that border police preventing you from succeeding in pursuit of your vision? I want you to have the mindset of the Mexican that is determined to enter the United States. It is not the best of examples because they are not doing the right thing, but I want you to see the significance of this in terms of the passion and the drive they have to get to the other side. It's very interesting. I watched the documentary. When some people will climb, they will fight the border police. They don't even care whether they will die. They are ready to achieve their goal of getting to the United States. When I see people dying on the sea just because they want to get to Europe, people dying on the desert just because they want to get to Europe, you can easily say that they are crazy. But I look at it on a different angle of their passion to succeed. If you can translate the same passion into your vision, you can succeed in life. If you can translate the same mindset into your vision, you can succeed. Because those people on the desert, those people on the sea, without life jacket, that wants to get to Europe, and their vision is to have a better life for themselves, and they are taking all the risks to get to the other side. If you can translate the same passion and drive, the same mindset, there is no way you can fail in life. What is the border police of your life? So there are some people, they have accepted the current state that they are in. And they have accepted that this is how they were born to be. And this is how they are going to be for the rest of their lives. They have accepted the norm. They have accepted the status quo. They have accepted that this is how it's supposed to be. So they don't have the drive like the one on the desert, the one on the sea, with a vision to get to the other side. The Mexican that wants to get to the United States. Those people have given up. They have accepted the norm. I want you to understand that you cannot accept the norm and what? And succeed. You cannot accept the status quo and succeed. You cannot live in your comfort zone and succeed. Your comfort zone is a zone that have got the best bed. You sleep 24 hours. Meaning that you sleep in the night, but when you wake up, you are still sleeping because there's no vision at stake. Many are still sleeping daytime. Why? Because there's no vision at stake. They wake up in the morning and integrate into the routine. And the routine, it gives them the same results. Meaning that anything that you do consistently that gives you the same results, but your expectation is to get a different result, it's what I call somebody that is sleeping. Somebody living in their comfort zone. So there are two types of Mexicans at the American border. There are those that return to Mexico when they are refused entry. And there are those that says no. I will find a way to get to the United States, and they succeed. To the extent that they can dig a hole and get to the other side. Where do you stand? Are you like the Mexican that the border police says you cannot enter the United States and they go back? Or are you the one that says, I'll battle it until I get to the other side? Where do you stand in relation to your life and vision? Now I'm going to talk about three main types of limitation quickly. The first one is the limitation of the mind. The second one is the limitation of family and friends. And the third one is societal limitation. Now, let me give you a quote by Napoleon Hill. You can write this down. It's a very powerful quote. So that one is the limitation in the mind. And that is the quote by Napoleon Hill. He says, your only limitation is the one you set up in your own mind. Your only limitation is the one that you set up in your own mind. The first form of limitation starts in the mind. You are where you are in life just because of the limitation you have created in your mind. And that limitation keeps you in prison. The limitation of the mind keeps you in prison. The biggest and the most dangerous prison in life is the mind. If the mind keeps you in prison, you are as good as dead. Because that form of prison is very dangerous. It is not a physical prison, but it's the most powerful psychological prison that forms a huge limitation in the mind. And if that limitation is formed in the mind, I can bet you, you cannot rise above a certain level. I want you to write this thing down. An imprisoned mind is an imprisoned life. If your mind is in prison, then your life is in prison. Many people, their life is in prison. If your life is in prison, then automatically your life is in prison. So you don't need to be locked down in the physical prison for you to be in prison. But the most amazing aspect is that to be under lock and key in the physical prison is not the real prison. The real prison is the prison of the mind. That is why some people are in physical prison, but their minds are not in prison. This is very interesting. Some people are in physical prison, but their minds are not in prison. Now, I've got a friend who went to prison. After 3 years, when he came out, he had a degree. Then I was looking at most of my friends that are living abroad here. They are not in prison. They've got a right to go and have their degree, but they still don't have a degree. Then I realized that it means that this guy was in physical prison, but his mind was not in prison. Many people, they are in prison, but their mind is not in prison. The most dangerous thing is for you to be in a physical prison and your mind is also in prison. And this also goes to show that there are people who are not in physical prison, but their minds are in prison. Let's look at the story of Mandela. Mandela was in prison for 27 years, but his mind was never in prison. His mind was liberated. If his mind wasn't liberated, there was no way he could have come out to liberate South Africa. So many people, their minds are in prison. And if your mind is in prison, then that is the most dangerous prison anyone can be in. So the most dangerous form of limitation is the limitation that is found in the mind. The limitation that causes you not to rise above a certain potential. Some people come out of prison and they become so much successful that those that have never been in prison will be struggling. Why? Because that person was in a physical prison, but the mind was not in prison. If your mind is in prison, when somebody tells you about opportunity, you look at the challenges and not the solutions. If your mind is in prison and somebody tells you that you can do it, in your mind, you know you cannot do it. It means your mind is in prison. Any opportunity that comes your way, it seems impossible for you to achieve it. It means your mind is in prison. You don't have a vision. It means your mind is in prison. I don't know whether your mind is in prison, but from what I'm telling you, you can deduce whether your mind is in prison or not. Now, family and friends limitation. Your family and friends create a limitation for you. That is the people you surround yourself with. There's a saying that you are the sum average of the people that you deal with. And they are the people you spend more time with. So they are more likely to influence you positively or negatively. And they can create a limitation for you. If you are around friends and family that are always discussing how difficult life is, and how challenging the system is, how challenging there are no jobs, how challenging there are no opportunities, that is their national anthem, then I can tell you they are going to create a limitation for you. Because before you realize, you start speaking the same language like them. You start speaking the same language like them. What kind of discussions do you have with your friends and family? Do they stretch you? Do they push you? Do they encourage you? Do they tell you that the sky is not your limit, but another stepping stone for exploitation? Do they tell you that you are more than a conqueror? Do they push you to do the unthinkable? Do they encourage you? Because if they don't do that to you, then it means that there are certain limitations that you can never break. All of you will start dwelling in a comfort zone. Why? Because of the language that you speak. What language do you speak to your friends? When you meet your friends, do you talk about business? Do you talk about how you can achieve your goals? Do you talk about how you can network with the right people? Do you talk about how you can turn things around? Do you find solutions to problems? Do you start thinking about the problems in the community that you can find solutions to? Or on the vice versa, they rather create a limitation for you that it doesn't look possible. Are your friends and family at the same level as you? If they are on the same level as you, then you have got a big problem. I'm telling you. If they are on the same level like you, then you have got a very big problem. Do you know why? You see, I like taking friends that are ahead of me. Because when they are talking and we are having a discussion, when we meet, I always find myself that I have to catch up because I'm far behind. They don't tell me to catch up, but the kind of conversations that we have, it always dawns on me that I have to work harder. Are you on top of your friends that you are the one that is successful and they are all beneath you? So you think you are there? No, you need to take friends that are far ahead of you. And that is going to push you to break certain limitations. That is why I'm asking you, are you on the same level with your friends and family? If you are not on the same level, then you need to find a way to really get people that are ahead of you. You can have people that you're on the same level, people that are beneath you that probably you are mentoring, but you need to get people that are ahead of you so that they can always stretch you for you to really break certain limitations, for you to grow on a consistent basis. Are they supportive of each other, your friends and family? And do they have a vision? If you don't have a vision, then you are more likely not to have a vision. Then societal limitation. Where you were born, the place that you live, they are very critical to your success in life. They are very critical to your success in life. Until you understand this, you are more likely to struggle in life. Because wherever you find yourself, there are limitations over there. The community you live in, there are limitations. You go to some communities, nobody works. There are some communities, people have got the mindset of having only a job. There are some communities that people have got the mindset of business. So if you live in Ashanti region of Ghana, you are more likely, it's a community of business-minded people. So you are more likely to do business. If you live in the Fanti area or the Western region or the coast, the Cape Coast, you are more likely to be educated. The region, the community that you find yourself in creates a limitation for you. That is why I always tell people travel. Traveling doesn't mean that you have to travel abroad. But you need to travel from your community to another community. You need to move from one town to another. You need to move from one city to another. Because that is one way that you can break certain limitations in life. I remember when I traveled for the first time and I came back. And there was my cousin, who was, a very good Krife. When we say Krife, it means that somebody who is a Christian. And I told her that, look, abroad, ladies wear jeans. And she was like, no, that is ungodly. How can you wear jeans? It's something that a woman should not. So this lady had the opportunity to come and stay with me. And it was winter time. That is, she had the opportunity to travel. And it was winter time. And initially she was wearing her long dresses. And probably she realized that no, the weather was too cold. So when she got her first paycheck, before I realized she was wearing jeans, she was able to break that limitation because she moved outside the society that she was in, that she believed that wearing jeans as a woman is a sin. Until you are able to break certain limitations, there is no way you can succeed. Let me just wrap up, and we can have ourselves some time to relax this Saturday. Now, how to overcome limitations in your life. The first one is to have self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. Self-belief is key. Many people don't believe in themselves. They have got a vision, but they don't have self-belief. When somebody tells them about a few flaws about their vision, they give up. When somebody just see a small loophole in their vision and they tell them, they just stop everything. Have self-belief. Believe in your product and services. Believe in what you can do and what you cannot do. Believe in your capabilities, your potential. Until you believe in that, there's no way you can succeed. Number 2, take a bold step to break the limitation. Be like the Mexican. Find a way to get to the other side. I cannot tell you because I don't know what you are pursuing. But whatever you are pursuing, I want you to get to the other side. How you get there means you have to find solutions. Find a way. The Mexican can dig a hole from Mexico to the other side of the border and enter the United States just because they don't have the right documents. I'm not saying you should do that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if you have the same passion and drive of finding a way out when you meet limitation or the challenges that you face, then you'll be able to succeed. Number 3, consistency with a strong strategic focus. Be consistent in life. It's one of my best powerful tools. I am going to preach consistency till I die. Because consistency breaks boundaries. Consistency conquers territories. It overcomes challenges. It overrides failure. Consistency opens doors. It connects you to the right people. Because the more you are consistent, the more people see value in you. And the more people can trust you because they know that whatever they put in your hands, because of your consistency, you will turn it around. Be consistent with your vision. Break that ceiling, preventing you to getting to the other side. Number 4, break the limitation. Break the limitation. Find a way to break the limitation. Find a way to really get to the other side. There are certain walls that when you meet, you can climb it. There are some that you cannot climb. Can you pass around and get to the other side? There are some that you have to break down the wall. It's about getting to the other side. But there are a lot of people, when they see the wall, they walk away. Immediately they see the wall, they walk away. Why? Because in their mind, there is no way they can get to the other side. You can only get to the other side when you are solution-oriented, meaning that you are finding solutions to challenges. Those that are on the other side that you want to be, they didn't get it on a silver platter. Because if you can get it on a silver platter, then all of us will be on the other side of the wall. All of us will be on the other side of the border. But because it is not easy, That is why you have to take upon yourself to find a way out in getting to the other side. Number 5, how to overcome limitations in your life. Seek knowledge. Seek knowledge. Understand your terrain. Understand where you want to be, where you are and where you want to be. How do you get there? Until you understand that, until you seek knowledge in the industry that you want to operate, you will never going to succeed. Knowledge is key. We are in the knowledge dispensation, knowledge age, where people seek knowledge. You can only get to the other side when you understand what you are doing. Number 6, find mentors. Who is your mentor? Because that road that you want to pass, somebody has passed through that road, and that person can direct your path. Who is your mentor? That wall that you want to cross to the other side, somebody has been to the other side. I remember when we were at uni and everybody started traveling here and there. Then we had some of our friends that really traveled, and when they came back, we went to see them how they did it. It's the guideline of somebody that gave us the opportunity for us to also travel. Who is your mentor? Whatever you are doing, somebody is doing the same or similar thing. Can you seek knowledge from them? Can you learn from them? Can you have the humility to learn from them? Find mentors. Then, I think it's the 8th one, yeah? Or is this the 7th one? Surround yourself with people that share your vision. It's very key. Those that believe in you and share your vision. You cannot be married and all your friends are not married because they don't share the same vision as you. You need to surround yourself with people that share yours. So meaning that if you are married, the people you have to surround yourself with are married people. Until you are able to break certain limitations, there is no way you can succeed in life. The border police of your life. The border police of your life. You must overcome them. That thing that is preventing you of getting to the other side called success. All of us have got limitations. And limitations are in, I think you graduate, you break one, there is another one to be broken. You break one, there is another one to be broken. You break one, there is another one to be broken. So you have to be consistently on the road of breaking limitations. Even when you get to the top, you will still be what? They will have limitations to what? To break. So I want to encourage you, and I want you to understand that the journey is not easy, but the journey is achievable. It all depends on you. It all depends on what you can do and what you cannot do. Surround yourself with the right people. Develop the right mindset. Believe in yourself. Find mentors. Take a bold step to break the limitation. Have a consistent drive with a strong strategic focus. Seek knowledge, and you are going to succeed. Coming Wednesday, we are bringing you an interview segment with Duke Edujemfi, who is a business consultant and an entrepreneur based in the States. We are going to share a powerful discussion with you. I want you to share this page and send this link to somebody. We'll be here every Wednesdays and every Saturdays. And we are going to be here to really bring powerful discussion that will change your life and that is going to help you to succeed in life. So please don't change the dial. Send this message to somebody. Let's spread this good news. The page is T2i TV page. That is trained to inspire television. And we are going to bring you powerful discussions that are going to help you to succeed in life. No man is an island. We need to share ideas. We need to share knowledge. And because we are in the knowledge dispensation, and that is the only way we can succeed in life. Have the right mindset, and you will succeed. We'll be coming your way Wednesday, 8 p.m. UK time. If you are in Ghana, it's going to be 7 p.m. and be part of this discussion. Stay blessed, and God richly bless you. Thank you. Friday,